They're coming to get you, Barbara.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We have such sights to show you.
Who's laughing now?
Not you crazy. I'll kill you all. I'm the nightmare you ever had. I am your worst dream come true. I'm everything you ever were afraid of.
They're here. Here we are.
Indeed. What is up?
Hello. How is everybody?
I hope you're all good out there because it's going to be a fun episode.
I think so. This is a great topic. I think it's great because everybody kind of knows what's happening, so we can kind of dissect it a little bit and figure out maybe what we think might have actually happened, possibly. Whether we think maybe it's CIA or just drug related, perhaps.
There is a lot of speculation that there is some kind of conspiracy going on with this one, and obviously, it's grain of salt either way. Like if you think he completely did it, he was in charge of everybody, or if you think there was like some kind of external force kind of leading them along. But either way, at the end of the day, there was a group of hippies that were going around stabbing people, and that's never good. It's never a good thing.
Right. Absolutely not.
Well, I give that a 2 thumbs down on stabbing people. Well, I'm going to say that right now. But
and on the use of the word pig for no reason, that's weird.
Political piggies and whatnot.
That was random.
I will say though, Squeaky Fromm, she is kind of pretty. So I don't know.
Squeaky.
that would be I would get sucked into a cult because of that. That's a bad thing.
Well, before we get into it, I will say it is a Thirsty Thursday the 13th, and I am having my tequila here. So cheers. Thank you.
And I am trying to get a little more through this bottle. It is NASA Family Reserve whiskey. Yeah, the labels. Oh, there we go.
It looks like a wine bottle. Interesting. Okay.
It does. It really does. Yeah. So not bad. It's a little sharp.
It looks homemade. Is it homemade?
No. Well, it is it's not a local brand, but it is a smaller brand. But what's what I'm looking for? They are very small batch right now. Very small batch.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks homemade and it looks like you would buy it at a farmer's market. And I actually enjoy things like that. These days, I like for things to be sort of homemade, locally owned and grown. I'm getting more into that with, the times.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I think that's a very good thing. Gary, how you doing, brother? Thank you for checking in.
Hi, Gary. Actually, real quick, take over this conversation for literally just a few seconds. I'm going to go grab a sodie that I forgot to get. I like these little LaCroix, and I call them sodies, and I forgot to get a fresh one, so I will be right back.
All right. So as she gets her refill, I will share with you guys just a little bit of what I wanted to talk about today. So yes, Susan Atkins, Leslie Von Houten, I think Squeaky From's in there too. So I don't know. I don't know which ones are still with us, but I will say um, one thing that is for sure is what's his name's music is still with us. Charles Manson did put out a couple of songs
Oh my God.
before.
He
So-
did. That's right. Yikes.
I actually like this song.
Guys.
I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty solid.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So I'm gonna let this play.
There's a time for living. The time keeps on flying. You're loving, baby, and all you do is crying. Can you feel? Those feelings real. Look at your game, girl.
Ooh.
Look at your
It's not
game,
bad,
girl. What a mad delusion. Living in that confusion.
You know what's interesting is he's a little behind on the times.
Can you ever live without
Right.
I think that's why they didn't like him. You've already been hearing this stuff for a while, I think.
Oh yeah, he was like what 10, 15 years behind his time, kind of thing.
They'd already heard this. They don't want to hear it again. You know, especially after his idols, the Beatles. His idol, oh my God.
Oh
Every
no.
Beatles he was obsessed with, and
No, that was actually a misconception because he wasn't obsessed with the Beatles. It was the other guys. He missed the Beatles. Like he was in prison when the Beatles were at their height. So when they went into Helter Skelter, the oh my gosh, what was his name? Tex Watson and one of the girls were the ones who were like, "Hey, did you hear this?" And he kind of just went with it because he didn't know what else to do. He's like, oh yeah, you're so right. It's a message to us. And it's like, it was not a message to you guys. It was definitely not a message. But yeah, he
hey,
at
I'm
least
not saying the music is bad. I'm just saying it's behind the times.
definitely. And as far as like him getting any kind of record deal, I mean, it wasn't going to happen, especially with how bad of a not bad as a musician, but bad as like a working musician, if that makes sense. Like he wouldn't take criticism. He refused to work with the producers. He refused to not have the girls there while they're trying to make the friggin' albums. So it was just an impossible person to work with. Not unlike myself, but it's just what he was, and it just there was no room. I know I'm just messing with you, but there was no room.
You're just never around.
And he was around too much. That was the difference. Oof, scary.
I am inspired by the times this evening. Got my hair. I've got my bell sleeves. I've got my blue eyeshadow and a minimal makeup. I think I'm doing all right.
It looks good. I like it. It reminds me of that movie, The Love Witch. It really does.
There you go.
Yeah. The hair is on point. Outfit works. Yep, it definitely works.
Oh man. All right. So let's actually. Oh, I wanted to, before we actually get into the full story, I wanted to ask you a few questions. I wanted to start a new segment where, of course, it'll just be you and I, but every show that we do that has a Thirsty Thursday, the 13th, every episode, I would like to have a guest, and I want to ask what your drink order is at a bar, at least for this year, because sometimes it changes. Mine definitely has changed over the years, and I assume it will change. But I would like to know your drink order and what your food order is. Like if it's like a bar and grill or like a just even if it's like just bar food, like what do you like? Because for me, I like to get a double tequila and soda with lime. Definitely a Blanco tequila. And my food order, is mostly like mozzarella sticks. Anything cheese related. If they don't have mozzarella sticks, I like to get like maybe a Southwest egg roll, or maybe like a crab rangoon, something with cream cheese. So what is
Nice.
your drink order?
Oh man, if I go off of the last time I got food and drinks at a bar, it was actually like a bar in a pizza place by Hogs and
Mhm.
Heifers in Vegas. So it
Ooh,
was a
yes, I love that place.
oh man, me too, me too. And then I got the exact same thing when we went over there afterwards, just not the food, obviously, but it was Pabst Blue Ribbon, a 32-ounce can. For some reason, that's all they served it in. It's like, all right,
Oh,
I guess
okay.
huge. Like, it was so heavy that you had to use two hands, or the can would dent itself. But you're trying to
That's
lift it up.
so funny. You know that Pabst Blue Ribbon, I know it always reminds me of King of the Hill. I don't know why, but it just does.
What do you call it? They drink Alamo on that. You crazy?
I know, but it's like the real life version of that, I feel like.
I think you're right. Yeah, I have a feeling that's dead on the money right there. But if I'm ordering like a mixed drink or something, it would probably be a whiskey sour. And I pace myself throughout the night, a couple of those because you're.
You know, the first time I had a whiskey sour was with you when we went to Vegas. Oh shoot. 2017, I think.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but we got to go back to Vegas. We really do.
I know. I feel bad because that weekend that we went, that was literally the day before my cat passed away. Like
I know,
the
yeah.
next day I went and it was horrible. But yeah, we gotta go again under different circumstances.
100%. And one of these times, just not for work, just actual Vegas fun, sooner or later. Ooh.
Ooh, let's
Gary's
see. Fish and chips. Ooh.
Gary's that's a good choice, especially with the blue moon. Funny
That
story
actually
though.
sounds really good.
Yeah, that's a big thumbs up on that one.
You have a funny story? Let's hear it.
Funny as in like related to blue moon. I have never had a blue moon with an orange in it still.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I've been told that a bunch of times, and I have not done it yet. So it's gonna happen sooner or later.
Yes, it should. It is really good. Ooh, let's see what Jeff says. Whiskey, scotch, or bourbon? Ooh, mind haze. Okay.
Nice.
But what about your food order?
Yeah, if you're at a place for food and drinks,
yeah, your food order too. I'm so curious about that because love to eat.
Hey, there's no better combo than food and beer or food and drinks.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, this nassive is, what do you call it? Very potent, which I like very much.
Ooh.
That's why I didn't.
Let me see. League of Assassins. I saw.
Yeah, this is mine and Frankie's blend right here. It's our Sumatra. It's our League of Assassins. You can see our little fat assassins all over there.
I still need me one of those, sir.
Oh, I got to get you a fresh pack because the other ones I brought over to your house, those were just for photos. Call it. You have to have some ones that are just like for presentation. So like it's okay if they get old or whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah, of course. And I will also be having some food when I take photos, some promo photos the next time I get like a fresh batch. Because I will be outside smoking them and eating some delicious meals.
What do you call it? I think that's very fair. That's very fair. I'm looking forward to it.
Something in the grill next time.
Please and thank you on that one. Actually, if you want to know a little bit about, I haven't shown anyone this video. And how long has it been? 16 years. 16 years this has been up.
Oh.
And this is actually some. Oh man, I don't even know if I should show this or I should wait for Frankie. This is the very first thing I ever got to film.
It's just you and me here.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Oh my God, this is embarrassing.
Let's see it.
It's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. Forget it.
You can't keep it from me now.
Yeah, no. Just gonna let it happen.
God. Okay. What in the world? Is this Frankie? You're kidding.
I believe I was like 13, 14 when this happened. Okay, I gotta stop it because I don't know if that music's gonna get us in trouble. So, if you ever want to know where the League of Assassins comes from, that's the best I can give you.
Rolling around on stairs.
So I truly apologize for that, everybody. But yeah, it's gonna have to happen.
I apologize. I think this is the best fun I've had on the show in a long time.
Oh dang! 7-day cruise to Panama.
I'm trying to change the subject. You and Frankie are rolling around on the fucking stairs.
I did not. That was all them. I was filming. I had to be steady with the camera. It was really good work.
Oh god. I got tears. Okay, I gotta stop. My makeup's gonna get messed up.
Oh man, that video. Oh my gosh, it is. It's received a lot of love over the years. A lot of love.
I love it too. Send it to me, please. I gotta send it to Joey.
That's terrible. I don't know if I could do that. Okay, well, I definitely will.
You will. And you'll love it.
It's gonna happen.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Hold on. My makeup. Whew. Okay. Okay, my first try of Blue Moon was last year. Carnival Panama 70 cruise.
Big cruise.
Oh.
That sounds awesome. Like
I'm
that's exactly
kind of
what I want to
scared
do.
to do a cruise.
How come?
Because you know what? Actually, I might be able to handle it. Part of me is like worried about like the cabin fever of it, like only be able to go like certain places and like not be able to move anywhere.
That's fair.
Or like
You know,
go freely wherever I want. Like we're stuck on a boat, like out for a while.
I haven't been on a cruise in forever, like honestly, but when I went, I barely saw my cabin maybe like 2 hours a day. I barely slept. It was so much fun. This is as a kid too. I couldn't drink yet, so it was like I just found other kids on the boat and they had like a section for us. You know, they have the arcade.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it was on. And then the same for Frankie and my sister Jessica because they were a little bit old enough. Frankie was old enough to drink because it was international waters. Jessica was like right at that age too, I think. And my parents went to do their thing. And honestly, I think you'll have a great time. There's never a shortage of stuff to do. Whether you want to just lounge out by stuff and like relax the whole time, or go check out shows because they do like the comedians or the bands or karaoke, whatever it might be. There's always something happening, which I absolutely love.
Well, maybe since you guys do cigars, you should figure out a way to do cigars in international waters. On a boat.
You absolutely can, but it's expensive. Boats are pricey, all right? Boats are pricey.
All right, but you know, it's an investment into your future.
The last video on a cruise ship. If I could, I would bring the ninjas back for the cruise ship.
You guys running around up and down the deck.
Oh, the camera we used for that. Oh my gosh, it was one of those mini DV cameras with the little tiny tapes. Like this was pre-digital. This was oh gosh. I was like 13 maybe at the oldest. Oh.
Hey, that's really fun. That's really cool, to be honest. Because when I was 13, which I'm a lot older than you, which I don't look older than you at all.
You don't. You're not even a little bit, honestly. No, that's true. You really don't. You're not even that much older than me, woman. Like, oh my goodness.
I know.
Crazy.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah,
But,
I'm like.
You I mean, even just a few years after me, like, technology changed so much from when I was a kid. Every year it was something different, something new, something crazy. And then the year before, everything was obsolete, and it started to kind of escalate the older you get. So, just saying.
No, it's true. You could see it, like oh my gosh, what do you call it? Like when you watch old football games, like from the 2000s to 2005, all of a sudden
They
you
have all
can't.
these like digital little lines that you can follow now, and like before you had to just kind of guess and like believe the ref.
Yeah, it's like,
like, oh, I don't know, but now it's like, no, we have like this technology. We got lasers on the field, like you can see every little move that these players are making. Like, okay, that's cool.
oh
A
man,
little unnecessary.
but we still can't get good camera footage. Like if someone like goes missing or a conspiracy theory happens.
I know, I was gonna say, oh, cool. Like you still can't figure out where all the hundreds of thousands of children that go missing every year went. Cool. Great.
Bam, right there, Richard. Bam. You know what's
Assins.
Have you seen the commercials for the new movie Sound of Freedom?
We are supposed to go see that on Sunday, and I know we're supposed to be on topic, but I'm glad we're kind of riffing because this is fun. Dude,
I want to go see that like ASAP.
We're gonna go see it on Sunday, and I'll let you know if they somehow come up with some fucking crazy reason that we can't watch the film. Because apparently that has been happening.
Really?
All across the country. In the middle of the movie, a fire alarm will go off, or all of a sudden they get like lines in the film and people just stop watching because like they can't see and they come in and like, oh, we'll give you guys some passes, and we can't show you this movie, but we'll give you something else to watch later. Like, it's so weird. I don't know what's going on. A lot of things are happening with this film. Some people are saying that they're going in and the AC all of a sudden stops working. Some people were sitting through a whole alarm, like letting the alarm go off and still trying to watch the movie just to prove a point, because for whatever reason, higher ups keep blocking this movie from being seen. And,
yeah, I've been hearing some very weird mixed reviews. Like some people are trying to just bash it as complete conspiracy. Like this is a ridiculous thing to even suggest this is happening right now because it's so divisive. I'm like,
Rolling Stone, I think it was Rolling Stone, called it like a superhero movie for dads with brain worms.
Yeah, a QAnon fever dream turned into a movie, and I'm like, okay, not every conspiracy theory is real. I understand that, but kids are getting hurt, and it's okay to watch something that brings light to it.
It's so weird. It's so
real quick
crazy to me. I know he did. Yeah. He said hi. It's okay. Hi.
And a little sidebar here too, Richard. I'm with Jeff. I'm Team Oppenheimer. Cannot wait to watch that, and I cannot wait for Thanksgiving. Yeah, Thanksgiving. They're having a Napoleon movie where Joaquin Phoenix is going to play Napoleon. I can't wait. Cannot wait.
It's crazy. He kind of looks like him a little bit.
It works. I think he's a little too tall, but that's like normal. It's like whatever.
Yeah. Honestly, I should play Napoleon. I'm small enough.
I don't know if you could be French enough. You're not mean enough to be that French. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, I'm Cuban. I can be mean as fuck. You want me to be mean?
Okay, not me. You can't be snooty though. It's a snooty situation.
Oh, I can be snooty too. Trust me.
I don't know. We got to go to a restaurant and make a waitress cry or something.
No, not in real life. That's mean.
Sound of Freedom is more more watchful than Old Man Indy and the Dial of Destiny. Yeah, I will not watch that.
Oh
That
my
looks boring
god.
as hell.
Distillery. The
I'm so
Dial of
sorry.
Distillery.
Still,
That new Willy Wonka looks like a fucking piece of garbage. I know we're supposed to be talking about the Mansons, but
he'll
let's
be
be
around.
real. You
Yeah,
guys
he'll
know
be
about
around.
the Manson cult. I haven't seen. I feel like I haven't seen Miguel in a while. I need to.
Hey, we did the show last week, nerd.
Somebody. I know, but I still feel like I haven't seen you. Like I don't talk to you like every day in between shows.
I know it does bum me out. It does bum me out, especially when I'm gone, like, and I can't do anything about it.
I
Yeah.
know, Mr. Famous out in Vegas promoting your brand.
Yeah. Well, we'll go into that later. I'm tired, but I don't know what you guys are talking about. What Willy Wonka movie?
Oh my god. So Timothy Chalamet is going to play a young Willy Wonka who just wants to be a chocolatier. And it looks fucking stupid. It looks awful. And I will say, like, say what you want about Gene Wilder, but he knew how to make murdering children really fun.
Well, you're not wrong. Okay, well, I like the actor, but I don't want to.
No, he's not Willy Wonka. Come on. Like, even Johnny Depp was pushing it for me.
Terrible.
Like,
No,
why?
he wasn't murdering kids. He was.
No.
He was creepy in that movie beyond normal creepy.
He was molesting the kids.
I don't want to say it.
Gene Wilder was murdering them, and Timothy Chalamet wants to make friends with them, and I don't like it.
I'm gonna hold it in. I'm gonna hold it down. I really like the new Dune movie and the one where he plays King of England. So I like Tim. I like this. I don't know.
He's great. He's great.
Yeah.
On his own.
But not this movie.
Character he's playing is no bueno. I do not agree with this. They're trying to make Willy Wonka palatable, but he's supposed to be a fucking weirdo that you are uncomfortable around.
Like, did you ever hear the story about Gene Wilder? You ever hear why he agreed to play it, or the only thing he wanted to play it?
I don't, but I'm excited to know now.
There is a story about that opening scene with the cane where he like drops it and then falls over and does that roll, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, I want the audience to know that my character is a liar the entire film. Like, no matter what happens, you don't know if I'm telling the truth. I was like, that's such a weird thing to think about from day one of like not even agreeing to be in it yet.
I love that. He's a child murderer. I love it.
They never once.
I just want to get my chocolate out there.
Everybody knows you power a city of monsters with children's screams, and you make delicious chocolate with children's tears. So boom, there you go. There you go.
So funny. Hollywood knows. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Adrenochrome, aka chocolate. Come on.
I'm so glad I'm more of a savory guy. Yeah, don't want no chocolate.
Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, Timothy Chalamet, he's not my Wonka. Hashtag not my Wonka.
No, Gene Wilder all day. Freddy Krueger's a hero compared to Willy Wonka. Not in the friggin' remake. They really like touch on how bad Freddy Krueger was in the remake, and it really is uncomfortable. It makes.
Why did you have to make him that creepy? Like, you could have left him a little bit more ambiguous, like the first film. Like, you knew he killed kids, but like they didn't outright say it.
Yeah, which was very helpful to.
I like the whole leave it for the consumer to kind of fill in the blanks themselves, and I like that.
Yes, so much. Yeah, I agree, Richard. We don't count the sequels or the remake. Sorry. So the rumor is Wonka murder the kids and the parents, no witnesses, and the Oompa Loompas help cover it up. 100%.
They probably got paid.
The Oompa Loompas represent like any group of people that have been forced from their homes in indentured servitude, not slavery exactly, but indentured servitude, where they're like, oh yeah, he's paying for us to come here and we're going to work for him. And then all of a sudden they work their entire lives and there's no way out.
Right.
I think people forget about that little plot in history where British people bought people's like passage to the New World, and they're like, oh yeah, well now you owe me everything forever. Like, oh man.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, oh my God, this is kind of a somewhat obscure reference, but when Beth goes to that hospital in The Walking Dead and they rescue her, and then all of a sudden now she's stuck having to pay debts because they kept her alive. And so, oh, well, we kept you alive. We saved you. So now you have to be a slave to us and work off your debt. Every piece of food that you eat is a debt to us, and you have to work it off now.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That is psychotic, and that happens all the time, unfortunately. Yep. That happens in cults, and it happens in places where they keep refugees. I assume there's no legal proof of any of that, but I guarantee it's happening.
It's a very scary thought of it's almost like white hat version of human trafficking throughout the world, where you invite someone from a poorer country, and hey, I'll give you a job, I'll pay for your stuff to get over here, and then once they get here, like I've heard the story there's a documentary, I swear I'll find the name of it, but where a woman came and somewhere in San Francisco, they took her passport and her visa and said, you get this back when you're finished paying your debt to us. That's and she basically had to work for them for like 8 years before she like snooped throughout the house to find her stuff and finally got out of it. It was worse than that. Not just like doing household chores, but it was a very bad situation. I don't want to go into too much detail, but
it makes me feel kind of like this Manson cult, because he liked to prey on women that were not even women, to be honest.
No, like, most of them were like 15 to 16, 17. Yeah.
Children that were having just a hard time in general. Who even knows that they were really being severely abused?
Well, I mean, they were gullible kids. I mean, that's not even if they weren't being hurt at home, if they were having a fine life, they were easily manipulated. And I mean, you don't pick on kids. There's no excuse for it. I'm just anyway. I'm with Jeff on this one though. I will not finish The Walking Dead either. I stopped at like season 4, something like that.
I'm going to finish it. I haven't committed to finishing it, even though it's been over for a while. I'm still kind of emotionally preparing for it because I know that it's going to be garbage. Because the last 2 seasons that I actually watched all the way through were fucking shit. And I was really upset. And, they strayed. You know what happens when they stray so far away from the source material?
That's why I stopped watching.
That's what happened with Game of Thrones. They didn't have any more. Well, they had source material and refused to expand on it. They just wanted to get through the story so that they could leave as soon as possible so that they could fucking start something else that they were going to fail at.
Yeah, it's so bad. Richard, I am down for that idea. Let me hear it. Put it in the comments, please. And John puts ABC tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central, so that's 8 o'clock our time. The final story of the Manson cult following family. That I'm going to watch that. I think I'll check that out. As much as I don't know, I think I've listened to like maybe 20 hours worth of podcasts. There's different videos on YouTube I've watched. The book, oh my gosh. Oh, it's gonna kill me right now. Something Cease to Exist. Cease to Exist. The book is great. There's a lot of information, but a little extra source and maybe some other perspectives that we haven't heard yet. I'm down for. I'm 100% down for that.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really sad because Charles Manson didn't really have a good life.
He did not even start out like doing well. Like he was born to a 16-year-old. I think he called her a flower child of the 60s or of the 50s or something.
She was basically a child bride. No,
she was basically a child prostitute. She did not get a good. She did not have it easy either. The mom didn't. He didn't. Never knew who his actual dad was.
Which is really sad. He supposedly maybe knew his dad, but his mom married someone, and so she ended up taking his name.
Yeah.
Her name was Kathleen. You know what's crazy? I share a birthday with Charles Manson.
What?
My dad, I mentioned it on the show before years ago. My dad, almost every year for a long time when I was a teenager, which is part of the reason why I like true crime, is because my dad would say, "Oh, did Charlie send you a postcard?" And my dad, sadistic Cuban man. I mean, it's funny because I'm sure he grew up hearing about this story because he was born in 65.
Yeah.
And he grew up in the 70s hearing about this stuff. And hearing later on years when, Manson was in jail already and just, I don't know. He's just, my dad loves true crime. So that's part of the reason why I love it so much. And this is one of the main stories that kind of got me into true crime was the Manson stuff, because my dad teased me about sharing a birthday with Charlie, as he called him.
What do you call it? That's awesome, though. That's crazy.
It's so funny. But, yeah, that's why I like true crime, guys. I share a birthday with a fucking psycho, even though he never actually murdered anyone.
Yeah, even when he thought he did, he didn't. He did participate in one time, but he wasn't even there for the end. He couldn't do it. He just wasn't. He wasn't that. He give the orders. That's about the best he could do.
If you ask me.
Although he did shoot a drug dealer. It was a drug dealer / gang leader. But the guy lived because that's what you do.
Yeah, me and old Charlie. Every year, I'm telling you, the stupid dad jokes. You send Charlie a letter? You send Charlie a postcard? How's Charlie doing? It's Charlie's birthday.
You know for a fact he would have hit you up too, right?
Huh?
You know for a fact he would have hit you up too, right? Yeah, he would have thrown down the charm hard.
If Charles Manson knew that I shared a birthday with him, I guarantee if I wrote him, he would have wrote me back. Because 100%. He was that crazy.
Well, that needs to be a
Which is
show
unfortunate too, because he lived near Bakersfield for so long. I lived in LA area until I was 13, but I'm almost 40 now, so.
Gary, yes, he did. His first child was with the first woman he got out of prison with, and they booked it from him. It's very smart. And there was 2 more kids. There was a daughter and another son. And funny enough, his son's name was Valentine Michaels. And technically, my name being Miguel Valentin is Michael Valentine. So I was like, what?
That's so crazy. Look at our connection. And we're both Latinos. Look at that. I'm just whiter.
We're in the state. We could technically, if the dates lined up a little bit better, we'd be part of the Manson family. Because I think I said this at the beginning. I think Squeaky Fromm and what's her other name, Van Houten, they were pretty enough where I'm like, yeah, I'll go hang out. This is cool. Okay, we're gonna eat dumpster vegetables, but all right, we can hang out. I like this.
Vegetables. Hey, I could cook you dumpster vegetables. I could just throw the vegetables that I feed my bearded dragon into a pot and just boil it for you. So stinky.
But this is like as much as I always joke like damn hippies and stuff, like this is the moment where it wasn't like the hippie movement fizzled out. It was an abrupt stop with all of these different kind of crimes, murders, and just general destruction of human life.
Yeah,
like,
it had to be the trickle effect from fucking World War II.
That's not a bad point.
Because at this point, those people were in their 20s because they were born into trauma. And I've read a lot of studies basically saying that when women transfer, and men, when they transfer their DNA, if they have trauma in their DNA from something that they've experienced, they transfer that trauma as part of evolution to protect the next generation. They transfer that trauma through their DNA into the next generation.
That's insane. I did not realize that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so crazy.
And this was during the Vietnam War too, so there was horrible things happening right there.
Oh, even more so because Vietnam was what? 60s?
Yeah, it was the exact same years. Maybe not like start to finish, but it was during that period. It was during the Vietnam War.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like it makes sense. It makes sense. Oh, hold on. I got my chaser. Let me get my tequila. This is what I'm having this evening.
Yeah, woman, we got to get you better tequila.
This one was cheap. No, I do love better tequila. This one just happens to be cheaper.
I've got another Blanco. I will find it. I will find it for you.
Oh no, I love Blanco. I love the Cazadores. I like that one. I also love oh my god, it starts with an E.
I can only imagine, Richard. Yeah, I could not.
The price range is like in the 32 to 35. It's can't remember. It's either the Rocks or not the Rock. I think it's George Clooney's brand.
Oh, I know what you're talking. Oh, what the hell's the name? It's actually pretty good.
Shoot, I don't know. Anyway, that one's really good too. I like it because it doesn't have any like additives. I don't get headaches. I don't get like I want to puke hangovers. Like it's really smooth. I don't get any problems with my stomach. I really like it. This stuff's okay. It's not bad. The taste of this stuff is a little bit more sour. The more expensive stuff has a lot more like smoother taste.
Yeah. See, I like the Blancos. I like the silvers for that little bite. It has a little peppering. One that you could try. I think it's called, if I got the name right here, Espolon Blanco, and it has a picture of a skeleton riding a rooster with like a knight charging. It's really cool.
Okay, I've seen it in the stores. I haven't tried it though.
It's usually like under $20, and it's really good for mixing, and really good if you want that. If you like the pepper spice, if you like that.
Okay.
So that would be a good one to try out.
I've been sticking to like the not the top shelf, but like the third shelf in the grocery stores. Obviously I stay away from the bottom shelves. Those give me the most headaches. I don't like they have like a weird sour, like I don't know. I love tequila. I've been like tasting it for a while now, trying different brands, seeing what I like. Because it's like my main thing now. I don't really drink anything else anymore. Um,
I don't want to say it's good for you, but it's definitely
it is
better
the
for
best
stuff.
for you.
Yeah, quote unquote. Like it's good for your gut health. Apparently, it's good for regulating blood sugar for some reason. I got to find out the science. I got to go read some articles.
Right.
But I've heard some pretty wild claims about tequila actually being decent. I guess decent,
Right.
not good. I'm not going to say it's good for you.
And to be honest, if I were to start drinking vodka again, I am gonna stick with either like the full potato vodkas or like just the top shelf organic, like really filtered stuff. Because, like, I don't know. I think we should do a vodka tasting. I know the show says gin in the title. We should do a gin tasting in
That's an
maybe
umbrella term.
a
All
couple
alcohol.
months.
Yeah, all alcohol.
Yeah. I think once a month we should do a different tasting or review or like a something. But what was I saying? The mid shelves, like the mid shelf tequilas, I've been trying, tasting different things. I do, for whatever reason, I don't like the darker, like the is it Raspado? What is it called?
Oh yeah, the reposado and the anejo.
Reposado, that's what it's called.
Yeah, usually darker,
I don't really like the brown tequilas. I like the blancos and like the silvers and like just the clear stuff.
So those are definitely fresher tasting. But I like the reposados because they usually will go with like an oak or like Richard was saying, Dami Moss before. They finish those in a sherry cask, so it's very sweet too. It's nice.
It's
really nice.
Probably better with cigars, huh?
Oh heck yeah! That's
probably what it is. Oh shoot! Well, shit. Maybe I should
make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Well, fuck. Maybe we need to turn this one into a part 2. I know we have a lot of part 2s coming up, you guys.
That's okay. Actually, next week too. Not that we're leaving right now, but just a little heads up. We will get to the topic that we were going to do last week about the babysitter killer of Michigan. And I'm excited for that. We got a guest for you on that one.
Yeah.
She was a fellow Frightmare. Richard, I don't know if you met her, but her name was L, as in the, but it's not really. I just wanted to say that because it was funny to be in my head. I was drunk, okay? I was drunk.
Oh.
But she was super adamant, like, oh, please let me do this one again because I really did a lot of research. I'm excited. She seemed like she's super into the study
I love
too.
Enthusiasm. Bring it. Let's do it.
Yeah. And she does tattoo work, so I was like, all right, cool. I like that.
A lot of tattoo girlies. I love it. I love tattoo girlies.
Richard, no, the vodka girl, which is prettier version of Daenerys, or not Daenerys, Rhaenyra from, gosh dang it,
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragons. Gosh, I wanted to say War of the Dragons. It's not. I swear to
God.
God.
Story, you guys are not ready. If you haven't read the books, you're not fucking ready. This is horrific.
I'm excited for it. I am okay.
It's going to be very sad, but very cool. If you already know what's going to happen, then I guess it won't be as sad because you know what's happening.
And I want to make sure I got the date right for 76 to 77, Jeff. But I did hit up what's her name? Her name. Oh God, what the heck is her actual name? I just know the tequila or the vodka right now, Mantis vodka, because it's like not quite a gin, not quite a tequila. So I wanted to get her on the show too, but I haven't got back. She hasn't got back to me. So yeah, whatever. All I know is that I was a bumbling fool because like she sat down next to me in the group. We're all sitting. Not like she sat down next to me on purpose. It was just an open chair, like nothing to do with me at all. But I'm just looking over. I'm like, oh my God, this girl's gorgeous. Like, I gotta shut up. And I'm saying all this out loud to myself, basically. So that was fun. Jeff, what are you doing to me, brother?
Oh my god. There's rats fighting in my fucking ceiling right now. It creeps me out. We have traps. We have traps, but I have fruit trees and I have a lot of oh my god, I hate rats.
They're everywhere. You are not alone. Don't worry. It's not like yeah.
They just scared the shit out of me because I hear them and it's like we have traps up. There's nothing else we can do except for have traps.
You just gotta do what you gotta do, yeah.
Oh,
Richard, it was not that funny. I was very smooth, I think.
I wasn't very smooth. That's what you just sounded like.
I was not. I was absolutely not. It was embarrassing. Like, I embarrassed myself as I was drinking. I was like, oh my God, this is embarrassing. Shut up. And I could not. It was oof,
Hey, you know what? I cannot tell you how many times I've embarrassed myself out in public, even being around you. You've seen me embarrass myself completely.
Yeah, but those were fun times. Mine was just super embarrassing. Yeah, Richard, yeah, as smooth as a bumpy road that needs to be repaved, and someone just took a jackhammer to and made holes in it.
And then a semi drove by and just fucking bottomed out into it, and yeah.
So bad.
Mm.
Anyway, let's get back to
family was crazy.
What do you call it? I forgot. I don't even know where the hell we're at.
Basically, Manson grew up in a shitty home, and then he eventually started learning how to play the guitar and met a bunch of people, and started convincing them that he was the shit. And
he didn't even get he had to learn to play the guitar in reform schools and in prison. Like, what's her name?
He got arrested a lot. Huh?
What was the mom's name again? Catherine, right?
His mother? Yep. Catherine.
Yeah.
Kathleen.
She abandoned him.
Kathleen was a sex worker, and she had him when she was. Oh shoot, I don't even know how old she was, but he did have a stepfather at 15 named William Manson. And then in 1937, when he was 3 years old, they all separated and he kept the name. So
yeah, but he literally, the mom just abandoned him, and he kept trying to find her.
He tried to sell him.
Yeah.
He tried to sell him.
John. Tried to sell him for a pitcher of beer.
Yeah.
And I think his uncle had to go find him or something. Someone had to go find him.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh.
What's crazy, because that was happening back then in the 30s. But that happens now in the 20s, I guess. The new 20s. What do you say now?
At least it's for an iPad or cryptocurrency,
No, a lot of times, no, sir.
Hey,
no,
if I'm gonna sell my beloved children, it's gonna be for at least
No, these
3 or 4
people are selling their children for drug debt.
Oh crap, that's not.
They've done so many drugs and just accumulated so much debt that these fucking disgusting human beings are like, give me your kid.
Well,
and they're okay, here, take them, rape them, kill them. I don't care. It's true. And oh my god, I can literally hear the rats in my attic right now, screeching and fighting.
I'm with Richard on this. At least trade them for Taylor Swift tickets, because those are expensive as hell right now.
Ew. Sorry, I'm freaking out. This is so disgusting.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just really freaked out because rats. No, I worked at a pest control company for years, and rats are usually really quiet, and they don't They don't usually like to make noise, but they're fighting. I can hear them literally fighting each other. That means that there's a lot of them. When they're aggressive like that, it means there's a lot, and I'm grossed out. Oh my god.
The best I can do is I can go over and set up a camera up there, and you could charge people to bet on the fights. Like that's the best I can do.
God. If I can make money off my fear, I would be so happy.
That's a thumbs up right there if you can. If you can.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh my god, that vent is open too, so I could have.
I'm sorry. Gang fight in Lauren's attic. Oh no. Jeff, that's not good. That's not a good thing. I'm not putting that on screen, Jeff.
No.
That's terrible.
I will burn my house down.
But it's your house now. Don't do that.
No.
It's a mixture of the fight and the gang. Oh my god. Oh, the movie Barbarian. Oh god, no. I hope it's not that. Oh god, that old lady.
Listen. Oh my god, never mind. You probably can't hear them from there. Oh no.
I turned your mic up as high as I could turn it up.
No, it's okay. I hate this. I hear them above me right now.
Okay, I heard that. Oh man.
Did you hear that? No! That's them fighting.
What if it's Charles Manson came back from the dead? Oh.
I would welcome him and say, get your ass in here and fucking rip these fucking rats' head off.
Oh my god, so that's better. Oh my goodness.
But you heard that. I'm not fucking crazy. You heard that shit. You heard the thump? The thump. That's rats fighting in my attic right now above me. I want to die right now.
I'm with Jeff. Get the dogs in that room because those sound like human-sized rats. That sounds like Ratman.
I don't want my doggy to get rabies. Lily
I don't want you to be
needs
eaten
a
by
shot
rats.
still. Lily still needs a rabies shot, and I don't want to expose her to that. Poor thing. She would be more than happy to go get that motherfucker, though. She loves chasing rodents. She was built for that. She was made for it.
I want to show you something, but I don't want to at the same time because it's going to be just nightmare fuel. People under the stairs, great, by the way. That is 100%. All right, I'm going to put it on screen. I apologize to everyone beforehand.
We still have a few minutes. We started a little late. We can.
Yeah. Is this in your attic right now?
Oh God. What the fuck is that?
It's Ratma. All hail Ratma. Whoa.
Why does it have a six-pack?
What do you call it? Those are its nips. It's a rat.
A rat pack.
A rat pack. It's not Sinatra.
Why does it have a six-pack?
Because it wants to look good for you. You know, it's trying to work out. You know, whatever. But that is
Oh my God! It looks like his jaw fell off after smoking too many cigarettes or putting too much dip in its bottom lip. It had surgery to take it off.
Oh my God, Ben! I haven't seen that movie, or what do you call it? What was it called? Was it called? No, it wasn't Ben. I'm thinking something different. What the heck was the name? Willard, right? Richard. The movie was Willard, and Ben was one of the rats, right?
Oh no!
Have you never seen that?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a good movie. Oh man,
I remember having a fear and somebody mentioning it though, and I'm scared.
Willard, yeah, okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Hold on, let me take my shot.
Oh, okay, and the sequel. Okay.
Those rats in my attic, dude, I swear to God. I'm scared that they're gonna come find holes around my house that I don't know about and scare me and like run around my room.
Oh God.
I hate rats, dude. I mean, I love them as pets, but out in the wild, they're so disgusting because they carry so many diseases. I'm about to chug the bottle, Richard. I'm trying to contain myself right now. I hate rats so bad. I am dressed way too cute to be harassed by these rodents.
Oh, Richard, no. Oh, God. You're going to feel a little tiny little on the cheek while you're trying to fall asleep. And all of a sudden,
Imagine if I woke up and I heard a little. Just a little. Oh, my face.
I don't like that at all.
That fucking jawless thing.
Yeah, I'm with Jeff. Go Manson on them, and it's just time to start stabbing. All of them. Stab all of them.
Oh my God, no, because what if I wake up and I'm just having like a hallucinatory, like sort of dream? I don't even think that's a word, by the way. I just made it up. Like a dream where I'm stabbing my husband and he's right next to me and it's not actually him. And
who are you stabbing then?
That's what I'm saying. Who am I stabbing? If I'm having a dream, how do I know who I'm stabbing?
Then it's bad. If I don't know who I'm stabbing, then it's not a good thing.
Also, I love rats. They are some of the smartest little animals ever, but they carry the most diseases, which is not something that I can. I can't do that if I have dogs. My dogs are the most likely to get diseases from these rats than my husband and I. And I'm not willing to deal with that.
Can I give you some more nightmare fuel? I'm pretty sure you've probably already seen this before, but
I'm ready for nightmare fuel. Oh, the Rat King! I see it. I see it. The Rat King! Rat King! Oh, that's so funny. I was telling Joey about this the other day. I told him about the Rat King because I was worried about that happening in our attic. Because when they fight, it happens. It happens if they fight. If a bunch of them fight long enough and they're all tangled enough, then they will get stuck. It happens more often than you think. That's why they made it a thing. It's a Rat King. It happens. And it's fucking disgusting. I told Joey about this. He's like, I didn't even know that a Rat King existed. I'm like, yeah, I worked at a pest control company for 7 fucking years. A Rat King is a thing. And when they make movies about a Rat King, yeah, they want to make it seem like it's cool, but like, think about it. And then think about the movie and think why they're in charge. They're sleazy and disgusting.
They are. It's not good.
So gross. And they all die of starvation.
Because they're stuck together. They can't go anywhere.
Yeah, they're stuck together. They can't go anywhere. And they smell like shit and they dry out like that. And
but do you know what happens if they do survive? They turn into this.
Charles, eat cheese! No! Charles, eat cheese! Charles, entertainment cheese! No! Not Charles, entertainment cheese!
I love Chucky. That dude's the homeboy right there.
Somebody please laugh your ass off at Charles Entertainment Cheese. Not even me saying it, just that name. Please. Please. How fucking weird. Charles Entertainment Manson. Charles Entertainment Manson.
Wait, what?
His name. What?
Does it? Gary, is that true? I'm going to look that up real quick. I'm on it. Don't worry.
I hear squeaking in my attic and I want to kill myself. I hate it.
I'm not getting the results I want, but I will go back and rewatch that movie because I haven't seen that in a minute. It is not ringing any bells in my brain, at least. You do realize, though, like, it's not even a part 2 to the Manson cult. It's a whole other episode. We totally, like, fuck it.
You know what? I know. I'm sorry.
No. I'm glad the way we went with this. 100%.
I'm happy that we kind of just threw this into the abyss because I'm having fun. I wish that we could keep going, but we have to end it because
we can go for a little bit longer if you're down.
I'm down to keep going. This is fun.
Stephen King's Graveyard Shift movie Rat. Okay, here we go.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. I have not watched this. Oh, but it's...
I haven't seen it either. It doesn't sound familiar.
Great.
But it looks crazy. Ew. Do all those rats go into his mouth?
I hope not. I like that. Marilyn Manson.
Richard wants to see another episode of Marilyn Manson and me doing shots.
I agree with that.
You know what's so funny? I want to do a whole episode about the Manson allegations.
Yeah,
and talk about all the shit that he's been accused of.
Accused? But I don't know if any of it's true, though.
That's what I'm saying. Allegations, accusations. That's going to happen months from now, though, because we actually do have quite a few weeks of stuff planned for you guys.
For once, yeah.
Yeah.
Up, Frankie's finally here.
Frankie! Hello, Frankie.
He booked it to the restroom. Sorry.
Aww.
But
we're gonna have to do an episode with Frankie too because
that lame, I guess. Whatever.
No, come on, we gotta include Frankie because he used to be a huge part of the show. And
yeah, when he actually worked.
Well, he actually tried to help support you.
He's the one who came up with the idea to do the drinks. That was all him.
Well, now he has to help support you with your cigars.
Fair. That is very fair.
No, I'm just teasing. I love you guys. I'm so grateful for everything you've given for me. And I'm sure you guys both appreciate each other's sacrifices you both made. Even though you love to shit on each other. That's what family does.
Very true. Very true. If we're not making fun of you in some way, I don't know if I can trust you, you know?
That's why I love shitting on you. And then you're like, oh, well, can you do this for me? I'm like, of course. Whatever you want. Like, of course. I fucking love you. I will do anything you ask me to do as long as I get to make fun of you a little bit. It's always like that. That's real family, especially because we're Latinos. And that's how That's how we operate. I guarantee my Latino family will tell you that our biggest bond is making fun of each other.
Always.
Every time. Make fun of each other. You talk shit about each other to other family members, and then it comes back to you and you're like, well, maybe you shouldn't have done that. That's my family. That's Latinos.
You know what? I would if I was,
oh my god, Richard's obsessed with me fucking chugging tequila.
Next time.
I'll take another shot for you. I'll take a shot for you, but that's it. No more. I'm not chugging an entire bottle.
Yeah. I'm gonna close it off after this. All right, you ready?
Yeah, for sure. I still have stuff to do, by the way. Richard, how dare you? Rude. All right. Cheers.
All right. That will do it. But I think now, add to the list of topics, horror movies with
a part 2.
Yeah, and a part 2 coming up.
We got another part 2 coming up. Hey, you know what? I actually kind of like that. Because I love the whole just natural, like, this is what we're talking about, and, you know.
Especially
whatever.
for today.
Yeah.
Especially for the 13th, you know?
Yeah. Because today was Thirsty Thursday the 13th, and it's a day where we just drink.
Once in a while, you need that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right, people.
I love you guys. I love you, Miguel. I love you, ghouls. And we will talk to you next week. Bye.